It's right over the
I
D.Va.
see, I see, I
Yeah.
see. Got it.
And next to that is that longer picture. Oh, we're actually starting. Here we go.
We should talk about the actual game itself.
Sure. All right. So Roadhog being played by Debet once again. We've got Kai Kai starting out on Mei. We actually have a Mei on both teams. B dropped also on Mei for Prime. Reaper is in play. Reaper does good against pretty much everyone but Mei. So we'll see how Blam does. I'm actually going to spectate him to start us off here with that Harmony Orb.
Sure sticking to Tracer to start things off and flanking as the rest of his team comes from the front. He'll come from the behind. But it does look like Cloud9 is already down 1 in this fight. They're actually kind of down like 2 right now because they have to wait for people to come from spawn. So the initial capture goes to Prime. And what is this that we're watching right now? Are we about to see Prime really take on Gooby? Or
No,
AKA
no.
Cloud9?
Give it a second. I think Surefour can swap to Genji at any time. I am actually surprised to see him sticking to Tracer so heavily for the point control. I really feel like she doesn't get the job done as well as someone with splash damage. Either Pharah or Reaper tend to be favored for me, but McCree also is just another solid choice. I see Gods getting a kill there and then being killed. B-drop on Mei, scoring a kill on Grego. That's always nice when you have the machine gun Ice Spike just shooting away at the front door. Sometimes you catch that headshot as they're rounding the corner. And that worked out. Prime is definitely holding on to this point, 40% so far. And no signs of slowing. I still don't see any switcheroonies from Cloud9. No one's really making any changes.
Surefour dealing a bunch of damage to the Reaper, but he gets taken from behind. Oh god, this is crazy. I just can't believe what we're seeing. Mei's on both sides. You know, that Mei ice wall is big enough to basically cover the whole entrance, one of the two sides. Could work pretty well here. Alright, I'm gonna do what I said and watch Gods for a little bit.
Alright, I'm watching Reaver right now since he does have Deadeye available. He's actually not up to the point just yet, but sometimes it can be valuable to see how these teams that are trying to retake a point actually coordinate everything. It looks like Reinhardt and Mei are going to take the front line. We've got Reaver and Surefour, both with their offensive ults available as well. Now they're starting to move in. This is going to be their last big chance here. Mei ult is probably going to be the decider, so maybe I'll actually swap over to Kai Kai, tossing out that ult right now. No, actually that was the defensive Mei. B dropped throughout her ult. There's a die coming in from Blam. Does kill Adam. Looks like we have several dead on both sides, but the two healers and tank are down now on Cloud9.
I think Reaper's going to be able to clean up here.
Very possible. There's a big Mei wall before she goes down. Meb is still on the point. Now it's only Surefour standing on the point, but as that ice wall falls down, I do believe some more characters are going to be flooding in here. There's Zenyatta actually getting taken out. Surefour also getting... They traded. Oh no! It actually flips at 99%.
Wow. That was nail-bitingly close right there. Really dangerous for Cloud9. They do not want to be down on point A already here in this best of 3. Again, since the first map was a tie, we're going to give it a point to each team. So the winner of Nepal here is going to take it and move to the grand final.
That's true. I'm wondering where's the sense of urgency for Prime. They basically had an opportunity while Cloud9 was still trickling in. But here we go. Defensive ult goes off. There's the sound barrier for everybody, plus 500 HP. JKW slams the Earth Shatter into Reinhardt's shield, does nothing. JKW whiffing on that ult means that all 5 of these Cloud9 guys are still standing. Unfortunate for Prime, not able to get the ult coordination quite right. Reaver and Adam both have their ultimates available on Cloud9 as well to take on these guys as they come back in. Suddenly it's 50% for Cloud9.
Yeah, I mean, that's just how capture or control maps go. You know, you can get it up to 99%, but a single good team fight going the way of the other team, and suddenly the momentum's entirely in their favor. Still plenty of time now for Prime as they are popping Transcendence on both sides. Divot is going to pop his ult as well, getting a couple of kills.
Oh, 2 down on both sides.
Yeah.
Oh
okay.
no, Prime dropping like flies now. Surefour and Reaver specifically getting 3 kills there in that last exchange. Basically one more chance for Prime. Man, this was looking so locked up in the bag. And then that last exchange between Tracer and Zenyatta to clear the point. Such a dramatic ending there. Now 86% for Cloud9. They've got one more push in them. Prime, B-dropped, is going to be the the big game changer here with the Mei ult out onto the point behind the Mei wall. They're not actually going to be able to get in, so they have to run all the way around here.
Oh, now they're all going to get caught in the Mei ult. Several of them getting caught.
Kaikai's Mei ult better than B-Drop's Mei ult, and that is definitely what it's going to come down to. Debet and Kaikai and Grego also on the point. B-Drop the last survivor there. The healers can't move in. They don't have enough HP. He's going to try to contest here, Spo, but he does not have the health to do it. Cloud9 takes point A.
Damn. All right, update from the other semifinal. Apparently, Envy has lost map number 1. So IDDQD currently up 1 map to 0 on the other side of the semifinals. But good stuff for Cloud9. It was up to 99%. They were able to pull it back and take the win on point A. Here we go. Point B, Nepal. Action begins now.
No Mei for Cloud9. Winston and Roadhog to start us off.
I'm starting to see a trend where every team is always going for the high ground.
Oh, totally. Yeah, those front doors are terrible for streaming through. This totally makes sense, as you have the Reinhardt shield to allow everyone to get into their positions a lot easier.
Here we go. Both teams clashing. Who's going to come out on top first?
The Mei wall from B-Dropped is going to be the big factor to start us off here. Kaikai and Adam shoot through it eventually, but they were on the point for so long, they actually managed to have the bodies still there by the time the fighting was done. Blam actually got quite a lot done on Reaper during that exchange.
Alright, so not a single player on Prime died in that last engagement, and they got a full wipe, so back to the drawing board for
We've seen this before,
Cloud9. Yeah, we sure have. And here comes Surefour with the Harmony Orb coming around the back, but he's been called out, and Gods, it's going to be a duel between Surefour and Gods, both DPS players for their team with the Harmony Orb on their head, but Surefour is greatly outnumbered.
Yep, Surefour's going to back out, grab a health pack.
Yeah.
Alright, at the front gate, though, we've got Debet and Grego trying to make a dent in this Reinhardt shield. Surefour now dancing around to the back of the point. Reaver on McCree scoring a kill on Spo, but Reaver goes down to Gods. There's the Death Blossom, does not get much done before he is picked off, and suddenly it's about a 4v4 on the point. Kaikai and Debet both on Roadhog right now, ditching the Winston in favor of a second Roadhog. This is very interesting to me, and they are actually going to survive. I guess a Harmony Orb on Roadhog does make him live quite a long time, but Discord Orbs on Roadhog make him melt super fast, faster than any other tank. So we'll see how Spo is going to manage his Discord Orbs as they come back in here. Any target with the Discord Orb that Reaper decides to switch to is going to die, essentially. So we'll see. That was a good beat drop to move on to the point, and as Cloud9 did not have everyone there, they were still running back. They were able to get there in time and basically get control back for free. It's 60% to 20% right now. Earthshatter hits 3. JKW killing McCree outright and pinning Adam. Knocks down the Roadhog as well. I think they're going to be able to hang on to this for 10, 15, 20 more percent. Lamb coming in with the Death Blossom, also scoring 3 kills total. Excellent work there from Prime.
Yes, Prime looking so strong again here. Maybe control maps are kind of their specialty. I'm not sure. I mean, obviously they had a great defense on Dorado as well. But this team of Prime, I think they've all of a sudden just established themselves as a contender for one of the top teams in North America. And that's really, that couldn't come at a better time right now, in my opinion, because North America, you know, it's really just seemed like the top 3 and then everybody else. So this is awesome to see.
Ult's just flying now. Transcendence, Whole Hog, and Deadeye all coming out from Cloud9, but Gods and Blam get the kills on the DPS of the enemy team. With no DPS, it's going to be very difficult for them to get back in here. Surefour obviously can get back very quickly on Tracer, but McCree's got to walk a long way. Kaikai and Adam are both down, and that is it for point B, going the way of Prime. So Nepal C for all the marbles here in the semifinals. This is where prize money is at stake now, too. Second place will receive some money.
Here we go. Will it be Prime, the upstarts, turning heads? Or will Cloud9, the clear favorite in this fight, take the win? It all comes down to this final point, point C of Nepal. And this is a crazy one. Boop galore. Will it happen here again? Most likely. No Pharah.
Yep. No Pharah is very interesting to me. No, only one Lucio. Meb is the only booper available. Debet is obviously on Roadhog. His ultimate can knock people off. He can also hook people off into the void. So we'll see what happens here. Spo on the Zenyatta skin, keeping it real for his genie homies. Sure4 moving forward now with the Harmony Orb. Has to go around the back. I definitely would not challenge that many players head-on as a Tracer. 8 seconds left here. Debet hanging around the side here. Oh, Diva is actually also possible to push people in from time to time if they're positioned just right. It can be pretty difficult with Diva because you basically have to rush at them face first. Here we go. Both teams contesting now. Blam way in the back. Would expect him to be further up, trying to take out these tanks as quickly as possible. Debet does have Discord Orb on him, but he does get the hook on JKW, and 4 members of Prime die in seconds.
Yeah, Prime was on the objective, but the kills just kept going the way of Cloud9, and that means they're going to capture this point first. And these maps do have a tendency to kind of snowball. Once you win that first team fight, that means you're going to get your ults so much quicker than the other team, and that can just kind of spiral out of control at points. So Sure4 really looking to flank here.
He's at least giving the call-outs where they're headed to the side door, and Diva's actually just waiting there. So they are all moving back to the front here. Now they get to choose left or right. Diva's on the right side. Maybe you want to go left here. But that did cause them a problem earlier on, so they're going to try just a different approach here. Debet is the only one actually playing the point. Everyone else with their huge range staying far back. There's 2 Zenyatas on offense, keep in mind, so 2 Discord Orbs, 2 Harmony Orbs. But look at that, all the kills going the way of Gods. God scored 3 kills, and Grego got knocked off the map.
Alright, so just like that, the momentum has shifted, and Prime in the driver's seat with only 39% collected for Cloud9 just there. So now Cloud9's got to be sweating. It comes down to this map, this point right here, whether or not they make it to the finals. And of course, there is prize money for both first and second place. So this is the bubble right here. You definitely don't want to go out at this point. And Kai jumps straight in as Diva by himself and gets totally frozen and destroyed, but somehow able to continue surviving as
a ninja
mech suit.
The point was essentially ninja'd. I think it was Sure4. I mean, I have to guess that it was Sure4 actually, and they're just capping the point while everyone else was battling it out. And Prime, it was looking so good for them. God scooped so many kills, but now the point is flipped. Ninja action definitely coming into play here, and that has to feel bad for Prime.
Yeah, I actually missed that entirely. So I guess Sure4 was just able to dive behind enemy lines and grab it. It's pretty difficult to be sneaky in this game. Oh god, this could be huge. Oh no, only getting one, Sure4 is, but like getting that one kill makes this next push so difficult for Prime. And the fact that it's already up to 75%, they don't really have any time to spare at this point. Sure4 getting another kill, so that disparity is going to continue forwards. Kai gets knocked out of his suit though. So this is actually somewhat even moving into the final moments here. This could be it for Cloud9 if they can hold on just a little bit longer. But Prime, will they seize this opportunity? Will they push in? It does look like they do finally have numbers.
Oh, they got 2 kills.
2 at the right
Spo gets a kill. That's 3 down.
Wow.
Oh, the 99%er. So essentially all this means is that Cloud9 has to wipe them one time. They have a Diva ult, a Pulse Bomb, and a Tactical Visor available, but the defense actually has 4 ults available. B-Dropped has that Mei ult, which I'm going to be watching out for. It could be enormous here in the final moments of Nepal C and the semifinal. There's the Diva ult, there's the Mei ult. Deaths happening, both going to Prime. Prime losing 2 members there while Cloud9 still all intact. JKW drops the Earth Shatter but doesn't actually kill anybody. Gods, it's all on you. Gods and Spo. Spo is the last member standing with that Transcendence. He's not going to last for 2 seconds after that Transcendence ends. He can't even stay on the point. And overtime is going to trigger. They have one last opportunity. Wraithwalk onto the point. Blam does trigger the overtime once again. He drops the Death Blossom into Transcendence and Defensive Matrix. Meb on the point. He's not going to last long. He needs to get in there. JKW with the shield of 2,000 health more, but there's so many members still standing for Cloud9. This is all but certain to end in the favor of Cloud9. God's getting hooked there. B dropped with the Ice Block, extends overtime again, but now he's down. I don't know if Spo's going to be able to get on there without a Transcendence. He does not.
Oh my god, what a great game between these 2 excellent teams. Prime looked so good in this semifinal. I'm just super impressed with how well they played as a team. And their individual skill as well, especially we saw some special play from Gods today. Definitely going to be looking out for this team and that player in the future. But congrats to Cloud9. They made it to the grand finals to face off against the winner of IDDQD and Envious, which should be an amazing game. But Prime, I'll be looking out for them in future tournaments. I'm not going to underestimate you guys again.